Hello and welcome here to 60 Seconds at StartupTV. Finally, we are back from our winter break and we are broadcasting live from Space Shack Co-working here in Berlin. At 60 Seconds, startups has the chance to pitch their idea in 60 seconds, and you, the audience, afterwards have the chance to vote for your favorite startup. But now, enough talking from me. Welcome the first startup. It's frufree, and they are producing fructose and lactose-free chocolate products. So let's hear what more. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Yeah, so I'm Hedwig, actually from frufree. I love chocolate. So 4 years ago, a doctor found out that I have fructose intolerance. That means I can't eat any fruits or vegetables or sugar, especially no chocolate. So now studies show that actually 30% of the people in Germany have fructose intolerance. This is double the amount of the people that have actually lactose intolerance. So then I thought to myself, okay, a life without chocolate would be so sad. So I started my own company 2 years ago. So I'm doing chocolate without fructose, without lactose, but with lots of love. This is how it looks like, yeah. Exactly, so we have 6 different flavors that come in bitter chocolate. We have different white chocolates. They're also suitable for people that have histamine intolerance, for example, and whole milk chocolates. For us, it's really important for everyone that has a food intolerance or fructose intolerance to get fructose-free products everywhere at any time. Exactly. All right. So you can buy it on frufree.de and Amazon.
Great, perfect on time. Maybe you can tell us a bit more in which stage you are. You already mentioned where we can buy the products, and maybe also a bit about like how you're producing, where you're producing.
So we're producing this in Munich in a nice alpine village. This is where the chocolate is produced actually. And then the stage that we are in, we are doing B2B, B2C. So we are selling on our own platform, frufree.de, on Amazon. And we have other partners in Germany and Austria where we sell them on different kind of online e-commerce platforms. We are really big growing right now in Spain as well, and in the Netherlands, also in Belgium. And we're just starting our setup for a bigger contract with a big grocery chain here in Germany, which we're really excited about that, which should start from next month onwards. Exactly.
All right, cool. And what are the next big steps or big milestones? What your plan?
So the biggest one is, I think, the setup for the big grocery chain, and then we are planning some new flavors. Also, we are trying to do some caramel and some, yogurt and everything. So, and then we want to expand the business also to different food categories. And we're actually planning a community app where you can track down on a map, wherever you can find fructose-free or lactose-free products. You can go there and tag it in there, and then you find your restaurant or your shop and things like this. Yeah.
Great, thanks for the pitch. And so if you want to try frufree out, then give them a try. And if you want to hear more about them, then give them a vote. And we will cover them more in detail if they are getting the most votes in the next week. Now, I welcome the next startup. It's Jans from Halm, and they found a reusable, stable solution for the problem of single-use plastic straws. So let's hear more about that. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Yeah, hello, my name is Johannes. I'm coming from Halm.co, and we are selling these beautiful, highly resistant straws made out of glass. And we are providing a solution to 3 billion plastic straws that are thrown away every day. And so if you buy this straw, this is really good for the environment, but it's also good for you because if you drink out of a plastic straw, it always has a certain taste. And if you use this glass straw, it doesn't have any other taste than the drink you are drinking. And also it is healthier than if you use plastic straws because plastic contains bad chemicals that can, for example, be a source for cancer. And with glass straws, you don't have this problem. And also, in the end, it's easier. It's cheaper for you because you only have to buy this once, and then you can use it your whole lifetime. So there's definitely no reason not to use it. And I suggest you to go to Halm.co and buy one.
All right, cool, great. Thanks for the pitch. So you already mentioned the problem. There are like, what, how many? 300 million?
3 billion, actually. Every day, 3 billion plastic straws that are being used like 2 minutes, and then they are being thrown away. And the big problem is that lots of them end up in the oceans, And all of us have heard of these Great Pacific, how do you call it? The garbage that's turning around in the oceans. And well, we want to provide a solution to this, and we want to end this problem.
All right. And you mentioned it's like stable. Like, I mean, how stable is it? Is it, for instance, I mean, you thought, or you talked also about like the healthy problem. I mentioned my son is like gnawing on the throat. So I guess that's also not so good when you like have always the plastic with all the plastic chemicals in your mouth. But is it like, yeah, how stable is it?
Well, it's very stable. Like I showed you, you can really do like this, and there's nothing. In the end, it is glass. It can break, but normally it doesn't. So I have a daughter. She's 3, and she's using it on a daily basis, and it didn't break yet. So you don't have to worry about that they are biting on it and then it breaks or something. It's really, really stable.
Okay, cool. Maybe last question. So it's already out on the market. What are your what you're planning next? What are your next milestones or big goals?
Well, we started in 2016 with an online shop, and last year we really had a big growth in all our channels. So we sell to end customers, but we also sell to all the hospitality market, cafes, hotels, and so on. And the whole topic is really getting on. Yeah, it's getting on track, right? Thank you. Because plastic straws are going to be prohibited by the European Union at the latest in 2 years, and we think that this will be something that will come worldwide. So we think we are in a good position to really use this momentum and sell as many glass straws as possible and save as many plastic straws as possible.
I have one more question, but is it like a patent or something? I mean, in 2 years, like you mentioned, like it's forbidden to use. So then other production companies can produce by themselves, or do you have a patent on that?
Actually, you can't put a patent on glass straws, but you can use certain production technologies to prevent, for example, the glass from breaking. And we are really on the forefront on this. And this is the reason why we say we are really the glass straw with the highest quality you can get. And we are convinced that this will stay like this for the upcoming years also.
Great. Thanks for the pitch. So if you want to reduce, please this way. If you want to reduce the plastic in your home, then try Halm and use them. And if you want to hear more about them, then give them also a vote. And we are happy to cover them more in detail. We stay with drinks, kind of, so the next startup is a kukki, and they are the first ready-to-use cocktail, what already comes with cubes and fresh fruits. So let's hear more about that.
That's right. Yeah. Hi, my name is Andy. My best mate, he's from southern Germany, from Bavaria, doesn't drink beer. So that's how we came up with this idea. This is kukki. It's the world's first drink with ice cubes and fresh fruit in a bottle. So there's no preservatives, no coloring, nothing. Now, we don't want to replace barkeepers. Our customers are, for example, like all the Ibis hotels, catering companies, everywhere where it needs to be quick and easy. The way it works, it comes completely frozen, shelf life 18 months. When you want to drink it, you put it in hot water or in a toaster for 30 seconds, which we developed. Take it out, shake it, pop in a straw. Of course, we use glass straws, and you're ready to go. And the ice cubes stay ice cubes, and there's fresh fruit in there, for example, like fresh mint. And yeah, the big thing is the taste. And yeah, we're producing in Berlin. 2 years ago we started, everyone laughed at us. Has changed slightly, so this is good. We have about 3,000 patents worldwide. So we basically own the technology ice cube in a bottle, and we can make pre-mixed drinks that taste.
Great. Sounds pretty interesting or pretty cool. So it is delivered frozen, and then I don't really get this part. So can you explain this a bit more in detail? How I can use it as an end consumer?
Easy. So it's the same like buying frozen pizza. So we are literally, when you go to the supermarket, like we have 2-3 flavors which are in a supermarket as well. You buy it like your frozen pizza, you take it home, you store it like your frozen pizza. And when you want to drink it, instead of putting it into the oven, you just put it at home in hot water in the sink. 3 minutes, take it out, shake it. Liquid turns liquid, ice cubes stay ice cubes. If you run a catering company or a hotel, you just have a toaster on your bar. You just place the bottle in a toaster starts itself, turns itself off, 30 seconds later, ready to go.
All right. So it sounds a bit like your main customers are more like B2B, so like more the
Yeah, so when we started, we knew that our technology is hospitality. The problem was we went out to 20 of the biggest, all 20 told us to go away. It's not interesting. So we started with the end consumer in supermarkets. Today, out of the 20 companies, 12 are our customers, which told us it's not interesting. So yeah.
All right. And also for you, like what are your next big steps? You're already out in the market. What comes next?
Yeah, so we started obviously in Germany. We are in a few other countries, but the big next step is new technology. So obviously we have a big patent family. We have a few more ideas. The reason we started with the ice cubes, that was the least craziest one, but there's much more to come over the next few years. So yeah.
All right. Thanks for the pitch. Same here. If you want to hear more about them, then give them a vote or give them a try, shake it and taste it. We stay with drink, but now it comes to hot drinks. We have Xian tea, and they offer like directly away from tea farmers from China and Taiwan. So let's hear more about them. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Hi, I'm Dorina. I'm the co-founder of Xian Tea. Tea is the answer. And we are a business that sells single origin, high quality tea. Single origin tea, that is tea that comes from one farm, one cultivar, and one plant. And this is very important to us because we really want to know where the tea is from. So we work directly with the farmers. We visit them twice a year in China and in Taiwan. And we make sure it's businesses that are mostly family owned and the tea is widely grown and handpicked because we believe that this is the best way that the tea gets the best flavor and the best taste. This is how our tea packs look like. You always get a little picture from a farm as well. Okay. So you can taste our tea in lots of coffee shops and restaurants already. We have at the moment a little pop-up store in Kreuzberg where you can also come and you can experience their modern Asian tea culture. And also we work together with yoga teachers who do tea meditations with our tea, which is a really nice way of having like a mindful experience of this tea. And of course, we also sell online. Thanks.
Great. Thanks for the pitch. So yeah, so you're also out on the market. You already can buy the stuff. And how many products you have? And you focus only on China and Taiwan, or what are your plans there?
So at the moment we only focus on China and Taiwan. One reason is my business partner. He speaks fluent Mandarin, so of course that's like a big advantage if you go to those countries. And also we have this concept of single origin tea. And in Japan, for example, they mostly do blends from several farms. And we want to stick to the single origin. So for now, we are staying with China and Taiwan. We have about like 10 or 12 different teas, but we are always changing the assortment, like going to different farmers, finding new products. But for us, it's so important that we really always go there. So we'll have new teas coming from April because this is the next harvest season. But before April, we will stick with the teas that we are having.
Great. Maybe you can, so like for the audience, explain a bit more. Why is it so important that the tea comes directly from the farmers, or where's the change like to traditional industries? Of course, there's like this mass production, but maybe you can point out there like more the benefits. Why is it good to buy your tea?
So the taste is completely different. It's just a very different kind of tea that really comes from one of those small farms. Mostly the tea gardens that we work with, they don't look like a real farm. They are like kind of like a chaotic way of growing them because we believe, or also like the tea business believe that like if there are different plants growing on one field, the tea just gets a better taste. And you can really taste that. Those teas are completely different. So you should also come visit us in our shop and we can show you because this is a very like special experience to have those teas. They're so rich on flavors. You do several infusions from one tea and each infusion tastes completely different. It's a very rich on flavor tea.
Cool, great. And where's the pop-up store and until when it is opened?
It is open until the end of February and we are in Grefestraße, in Grefekiez, in Kreuzberg.
Okay, great. Thanks for the pitch. So if you want to taste it directly and have a chat with them, then visit them in the pop-up store until end of February. And if you want to know more about them, or we should cover them more in detail, give them a vote and we are happy to cover them. That was already it for the startups from this week. We finally can announce the winner of the last show, what was already last year, and it's Llama we will cover them more in detail and you will hear more about them. So congratulations. And now we are happy to present our first special story about the winner of the first show we had. And it's Learning by Making. And yeah, hope you enjoy the special show. And don't forget to tune in next week, 2 p.m. for 60 seconds. And until then, don't forget, do epic shit. Bye-bye. All right.
We are a startup of two startups. One is a teacher training facility and one is a workshop facilitator for kids. And we put ourselves together to make a mobilized learning room. This always sounds so like, what's a mobilized learning room? So we're basically creating an environment where learning can happen in a different way than it does in school. Our education system, to make it really a long story short, is based on an old system. It is based on a time that is before digitization, that is before modernism and innovation. So it is, when you ask yourself the question, what is the goal of education? And the answer is preparing children for the future. The question is what role, how are we actually preparing children for the future in a system that is outdated? We use is we do very kind of boring, we do coding workshops. When you say, okay, coding workshops, it's like I'm in front of the laptop, But there's a lot of amazing actually edu toys, we call them edu toys. And these are like little robots and kids learn in a very playful manner. So for the tool, it's a little robot. And for the method, it's actually play and storytelling. What I always like to focus upon and stuff is that what we say is we don't want to put your child in front of an iPad and we don't want your child to spend the time in front of a computer, but we see technology and digitization as a tool to actually teach a lot of other competencies. So the way our workshops are, because this is actually the biggest fear of parents and of teachers, are like, kids are spending too much time in front of the screen, that's not good. What we actually say, and that's what we do, is we have workshops with 20 kids here. And these 20 kids are playing with each other. And these 20 kids are playing in a real learning environment. So it's actually, these are tools to teach a lot of other skills. So what I always say in the whole education field, what we're missing right now is actually a bridge between kind of this new innovative, startups, companies, kind of this new innovative and the traditional school system. And being the bridge is actually what our goal is. So we don't want to make schools obsolete. We don't want to, cater to startups, but we want to make this bridge and bring these products into schools.